this? This is really close up. Like too close up. So I tried recording this on my phone, but then my phone said my storage was full. So I'm going to do this again. Hopefully it records. If it doesn't, then I don't know what to say about that. So I did pull some cards. It would be like a really quick reading because it is Spiritual Sunday, but it's like 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I would have to record this and then post it within the next 3 hours or so. What else was I going to say? Because I forgot what I was going to say. I feel a little loopy right now. I don't know why, but I do. It's been a long day. And that's, I remember I said in my other video that people who do this stuff like on a daily basis, like content creators, I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I mean, I'm unemployed, like, I hate saying unemployed. In between jobs is the formal term. I feel grateful actually to say that. I take it back. I feel grateful to say unemployed and in between jobs because I could be in the ground or in an urn or in a casket. Because if you haven't watched my other videos, then you would understand what I'm talking about. And no, I've never done anything to take my life. This is just bullies being jerks and assholes. Trying to fuck with my life with gang stalking and stupid shit like that. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. So, you know, it is a good thing to say that I'm in between jobs. I mean, it's shitty. It's really shitty to say that. But, I am grateful to be here, and hopefully this records. I don't know. We shall see. I may pull more cards. You know what? Let's do... I smell a sweet smell. That's awesome. Great. I'm going to work through it. I'm going to push through it the best I can. I'm convinced that I'm being poisoned with weird gases in my home, but I'm strong. I push through it. I cry about it, and then I push through it because I don't really have a choice, do I? But my oxygen was dangerously low yesterday, which I haven't posted the vlog. Actually I did post the vlog, the part 1. I didn't post the part 2, because, like, yeah, there was a part 2 to that. But that was when I was in the other apartment across the way, and, yeah, it was horrible. It's really, really horrible. And if you say, Ashley, that's impossible, who would sit there and fuse or infuse gases into your home and get away with it? Well, my friends, there are a lot of people who get away with murder, aren't there? And then they try to paint it out like it's some, you know, accident or, I don't know. For me, they'd probably cover it up and be like, oh, she had underlying health issues. And, you know, some stupid shit like that. And here's the thing, folks, I did nothing wrong in my life. I literally did nothing wrong in my life. I was wronged. But people don't want to admit that, right? Okay. Oh, look up, and speak of which, Clarity Miracle. That's what just popped out, because I was getting clarifier cards about the situation. No. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pepper. I didn't mean to take that one. Ew. Ugh. Okay. Should I get one more? I don't know. But yeah, it was, you see the whole picture, I don't know. We'll just go over the back of the deck. Oh, yeah. If you say, oh, that's not possible. No, anything is possible. If you never, that's a song, I think, from Seussical, right? Seussical the musical. I think so, right? Seussical? Oh my gosh. When I was working in Virginia, there was, on Seussical the musical. No, was the song Anything's Possible? But it might be a can see. Yeah, it's Seussical the musical. It's possible. Yeah. yes, I am a former theater person, and I don't do that anymore, but I did enjoy like going to shows and watching musicals and whatnot. I don't do it anymore. I mean, it's just, yeah. But I do appreciate people who do perform and tell stories and, you know, do all that stuff. 'Cause it's hard. You have to be very brave to perform on stage and stuff. And even now, like, if I sing at home for fun, because music to me is like my therapy. Music is such a gift. I'm that annoying person that will like blast music in the car and do like the James Corden carpool karaoke type of thing, just because it's fun for me. But anyways, let's begin, shall we? I didn't pray over the cards. I didn't really shuffle them either. I just like, I don't know, I pulled the cards. And I know some people aren't privy to that. They prefer like people shuffle on camera. Excuse me. Woo! Good Lord. So these are the first three. They look like this. It says Resolved, Kindred, Alchemy. And then the other row I will show. That rhymed. The other row I will show. It says Stronger, Continue, Comfort Together. You okay, baby? Hi, lady. What are you doing? I always get scared with targeting against talking, whatever. That like, hi, are you okay? Bonnie is a very strong dog. She must have really strong, like, good DNA or something. Because she's going through everything that I'm going through. And, you know, I just feel really blessed that she, you know, she's just strong. We've been through so much shit. I bet you anything, if I told my story, people probably wouldn't believe it. And when you're living it, like when you're surviving this shit, you don't have a moment to stop to think about it at all. Like, you can't sit back and be like, oh my, like, if I took a bird's eye view of like everything that's happened to me, I'd be like, holy shit, she went through that? Like, it would be unbelievable. And I don't look like what I've been through because I choose to, you know, I don't know, I just choose to keep going and, you know, persevere and push through it, because, you know, what else am I gonna do? Either sink or swim, and I really want to swim. People are really mean and shitty, and I try not to be, you know, because it's like you already have enough shitty people in the world. Why are you going to be shitty with them? You know what I mean? Like, why be shitty with people who are really crappy and jealous and envious and disgusting and gross? And I feel sorry for people like that, you know? Because, like, think about the people that, like, how much pain that person has to, like, how much their soul has to be riddled with guilt or envy or jealousy to impose harm, like to try to murder somebody and like poison them and drug them and, you know, create false narratives about them just because they don't like them, you know, like that's really, really, really fucking mean. Like, you have to have a really dark soul to do that to somebody, you know? Because I'm not kidding when I say it. I'm pretty sure, like, legit, I've been exposed to, like, maybe, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been, like, lethal doses of cyanide. That sounds crazy, but, like, it smells, like, sweet smelling in here. And then if I go to my landlord and he's, like, he'll think I'm crazy if I say that. But my gut tells me that's the case. So, you know, you smile and you're, like, I don't know. You know, you keep pushing through it, and people want to say that it's like a joke or a prank or an experiment, and I'm like, bitch, please. I'm like, the day that someone wants to be like, oh, we're just gonna try to see, like, if you live through fatal lethal doses, I'm like, bitch, I'm like, do you know how much I could sue you for doing that to me? Anyways, this is a quick read, because I did it before on my phone, and my phone said that it had no storage, but, this row says, Stronger, continue, comfort together. Looks like this. The deck that I used was Earth Blessings Oracle cards. It's like one of my favorite decks just because I love the color blue. Probably my favorite colors would probably be pink, pastel purple, and blue. And I'm wearing pink right now. Just a very soft feminine color. And blue is very like, blue signifies serenity and peace. So, and like water, you know. So I don't know. I love the color blue. And like light blue, not like like cobalt blue is pretty, like a bright one, but I love like a pastel blue and pink. So anyways, it says stronger, continue, comfort, and together. And then the other cards I pulled, oh no, I take it back, there's more. And it says memory, awake, and divine. No, sorry, it was in this order. Awake, divine, memory. This is why I'm not a professional card reader. Not yet, but that's what it says. And then it says on the back of the deck, change. Oh, and then clarity and miracle. So first row, resolved, kindred, alchemy. I said this before in my other reading, so if you have anything that you have that's been ailing you or you have issues with, my thumb is so sore. I get really dry skin around my thumb. And then it's like hard, it gets like cracked. Oh my god, there's a medical term for that. It's called a skin fissure. But isn't a fissure just, anyways, okay, I digress. My brain. Resolve, may you let it go. If there's something that's been ailing you, and bothering you, this says to let it go because it's been solved already. An issue that you've had going on. And then kindred is like, it says may you enjoy heartfelt connections. So I take this as if you've been having an issue with a relationship or your family or something, then just know that it's been resolved, maybe physically or spiritually, or God or the universe is working on that. And then the other one says alchemy. May you find your gold. So I said this before in the other thing, but like gold is, when you think of the color gold, there's like silver and there's gold, right? When that thinks of abundance and wealth and blessings. So like, maybe, and things that are like, are wealthy and abundance, that bring joy to people, right? Like, so maybe find what is golden to you, like what brings you joy, I guess. And if it's like a relationship or a connection with someone or your family, then follow that. Oh, I also said too, why did I say wheat and amber gold? Maybe I said before, so maybe someone's name is Amber. This is a brook, like a babbling brook. Maybe someone's name is Brooke. Makes me think of Brooke Wyndham in, what's it called? Oh my god, what's that movie? Legally Blonde. That one. I forgot what her thing was. What did that character do? What's wrong, baby? I need to look that up. Brooke Wyndham. I forgot. I just know that they did it's actually a really good Broadway musical. I remember when that first came out, I was like, I cannot believe they made this into a musical. What, baby? Oh, Brooke Wyndham is fiercely energetic fictional character from the 2001 hit comedy Legally Blonde, played by actress Ali Larter. Oh, I remember this lady's name. I remember that name. She's a famous fitness mogul who finds herself wrongfully accused of murdering her wealthy elderly husband, Hayworth Wyndham. Oh, and then Elle Woods goes to defend her. Oh, wait. Accused of the murder, she faces steep prison time and refuses to provide her alibi as it would ruin the credibility of her fitness brand. Elle Woods successfully defends her by deducing that Brooke's stepdaughter, Chutney, is the actual murderer. Oh my god, I don't remember. Interesting. But like I said, maybe someone's name is Brooke or, I don't know. That just comes to mind. And then it says stronger, continue, comfort, together. Or no, so together, comfort. So whatever you're going through, it made you stronger. You think of a tree is it sets its roots down, and no matter what storms go on around that tree. See how the different seasons that a tree goes through, winter, spring, summer, fall, it still stands tall. Alliteration, no, is that alliteration? No. Automatopoeia? What's that mean? No, that's just rhyming. Winter, spring, summer, fall, the tree still stands tall. So maybe weather the storm, the seasons of your life. It's easier said than done. But it says, may you find your roots wherever you walk. Trying to stay grounded, I guess. What, baby? Why are you crying? What? Come here, baby. Come here. Don't stand by the oven. This dog, I'm like, why? Don't stand by the oven, please. I'm already having enough issues with the oven. I don't need you, bro. I can't, bro. I can't. Okay, can you sit here, over here, please? Fine, can you, come in? Fine. Sit over here, please. I'm literally the oven has been I've had issues all day with this oven. And yesterday, because it smells like a gas, there's a gas leak or something. And the dog, she literally goes towards the oven. I'm like, don't sit by the oven. Don't sit by the oven, you crazy lady. That's not smart. Cuckoo. No, stop. Basta. No. Don't sit by the oven, okay? Don't do that, please. Thank you. Okay? Can you listen to me when I say that? Do you understand me? This dog, I swear to God. Okay. Continue together, comfort. So, continue on your journey. You're on the right path, whoever you are. We're 17 minutes in. Crap. I want this to be a short read. It's always going to end up being a long read. Together, continue. May you be connected. Okay, no. Stop. Why are you going near the oven? Don't do that. She must smell something. Don't do that. Okay, I need to pause 2 seconds because this dog... No, we're not going outside right now, River. No. Here. Where is Mama? Here. Sit on the couch. Don't. Here. Okay. Here we go. Let's continue, despite the circumstances. Oh, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. I think there's a song called Jesus Take the Wheel. I think it's by Carrie Underwood, I'm not sure. Who's beautiful, by the way. That woman does not age. There's so many people in Hollywood that do not age, bro. I don't know what their secret is, but more power to them. And she's one of them. That woman does not age. I appreciate that she likes, music of faith. Because I think on American Idol, she did a song. It was very faith-oriented. So, anyways, stronger, continue, together, comfort. Together, comfort. What did I say? May you be connected. May nature be the balm. Togetherness is connection. Finding comfort through connection. Yeah, I mean, go with the people who bring you comfort, or you'll find comfort being around people who make you stronger. Kindred spirits. Kindred souls. Oh, and that's what I said in the other reading. I said, you'll know, like when someone is right for you and when someone's not right for you. You also can't try to make things or force things to be right with someone when they're not. I learned this the hard way with a lot of people. Because I keep thinking that people change, or that, if you're nice to them, then, miraculously they'll, like, change. You can't change a grown-ass man. Or, the friend that, because I've had people, I literally was like, oh, I want to be friends with her. We'd be such good friends. And, you try really hard and you text and you're like, then they don't text you back right away, and then you become like the back burner friend and you're like, this is shitty. So this is the opposite of that. You want to go with the people who, it's interesting. I've learned this as well. Your real friends, not the fake ones, are the ones who, when things aren't going well in your life, right? When things are shitty and they don't look pretty, the people who stick by you during those moments are your real friends. And you may find that you may have like one or two of those people. Like I remember when all this stuff was happening. Bunny, come here, please. Stop going by the oven, Berber. Please, for the love of God, don't go by the oven, okay? Thank you. Can you sit over here? No, Berber, no, okay. That's the fun part about being a dog mom. It's like having a toddler. And yes, those are a bunch of boxes in the back because I just moved apartments from that side to this side. No, you have to stay still, Berber. It's literally like having a toddler, which I think, from what I understand, dogs have like the brains of a toddler. But she's so curious and inquisitive. She loves people. She went to the vet today and she loves people. She was very excited. Right, Berber? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Kindred spirits, find your people. Oh, you'll know who are your people by how they make you feel. If you feel horrible around certain people, like literally, I'm not kidding, if you feel horrible, and this goes for family, and this is a hard lesson for me, really hard. I'm gonna be dead ass honest, like it's so fucking hard, because I have had recently, and maybe this is something that has gone on for you as well, whoever you are, strangers of the internet and world, maybe you've had a significant other hurt you, or maybe you've had a family member betray you. Maybe you had a brother or sister, sibling betray you. Cousin, aunt, uncle, neighbor, friend, coworker, classmate, you name it. There's a lot of ways, a lot of people who can wrong you, or you don't jive with. I always say, I want a people who jive with my vibe. Because I think when people don't do that, and that's the frustrating part too. I've gone to jobs where I didn't go out of my way to be liked or anything, but I wanted to be viewed in a positive light, because when you start somewhere at a new job, you want to make a good first impression, right? Because you only get one first impression. So I did my absolute best to be as cordial and kind to everyone that I met. And to the point, I'll be the person, when it's someone's birthday, if they don't celebrate the birthday as a company, I will be the person. Or like even like I remember when I worked as a child life specialist at a hospital, like I remember I brought like I think I brought cookies for like the nurses, and I left the cookies out, and I put a post-it note for the nurses saying like, thank you so much for what you do, happy Nurses Appreciation Week or something. And I bought that out with my own money. I didn't use like the department money. And that's just to me, because I was like, I don't know, I just figured that was a nice gesture, like that's what you do. And some people could be like, oh, that's kissing ass and stuff. Bonnie, stop going over there to the oven. Stop. Don't do that. Come over here, please. Come here, please. Thank you. I have to hold on to her because she's... Anyways, as I was saying, certain people, you'll feel a certain kinship around, like you'll feel that around people. And, if you feel a sense of uneasiness around somebody, that's usually an indicator that like that person, isn't the right fit for you or the right friend for you. And you can try all, there's the question, you can lead a horse to water but you can't make it drink. It's the same thing. You cannot, by any circumstances, like you can try as much as you want, and you could be as nice to everyone as you want, you cannot change them. So that's a message for somebody. If you're trying to if you're in a relationship with someone, a lot of people are in long-term relationships, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. And if that person, your partner, your spouse, is not like doing it for you anymore, or they do something that you don't agree with, like a bad habit or something, please do not try to change that person. And sometimes we end up in the wrong situations with the wrong people because we think that, oh, we can change, or I'll just downplay their bad parts and I'll boost up the good parts. That's not good either. But, no, come here. Come here. Bonnie, come here. Thank you. Go. Okay, I don't want you to sit by the door. Please don't sit by the door. Okay. Anyways, there. You want to say hi, Ripper? Okay. Oh, you silly goose. You are such a silly lady. You know that? You are such a silly lady. She looks a little derpy right now. She gets the derpy face, and I'm like, don't be derpy. Don't be derpy. What? You would climb up on the chair with me, wouldn't you, if you could? Why do you smell? It smells like cologne. Oh, it's probably because the candle. I had the candle on. That's why. So anyways, as I was saying, yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And if you try to change people, if they're grown-ass men and women, I've learned their frontal lobe is already fully developed, which, that governs executive functioning and thinking. Like, you can't. I mean, I'm very, like, hopeful as a person. Like, legitimately, I'm very, like, oh, anything's possible. Like, if you put your mind to something, anything is possible, which is why I said the song from Seussical the Musical. Or the song is called It's Possible. And, so, yeah. But whoever brings you comfort, or whoever you're with, it'll make you feel comfortable if you're around the right people. And that's where they get the term, karmic relationship, right? When something feels karmic, it feels chaotic. You can kind of put those two words together, karmic, chaotic, because it should feel like home. People, and here's the thing, yes, personalities align, but souls align as well. And I can definitely attest to that because I've met people who didn't feel like home. I've also met people who did feel like home. And what does home feel like, right? When you think of your home is supposed to be your safe space, right? A safe haven for being, for refuge and for peace and privacy and security. It's cozy, it's decorated to your liking, so it feels safe and familiar. That's what it should feel like. If it doesn't, then you need to change homes. You need to rearrange your home, do some feng shui, redecorate it, renovate it, or just move out of it altogether and switch homes or houses. Because your home should feel safe. Everyone's home should feel safe. For me, unfortunately, I haven't had that luxury for 6 years. So, even though I will say the house that I lived in Vermont felt a little bit safe, but I still had a lot of weird, like, air leaks, and they weren't really gas leaks, it was more like an air leak. So anyways, moving on. Find whoever feels like home to you, and you'll know what that means to you. So if you've been struggling between, and our gut is really smart at telling us that, like our intuition is really good at saying, hey, this person feels like home, and this person doesn't. And that could be in a friend, that could be at a job, and I'm gonna do story time really quickly. That's why I've literally switched positions so many times in places, because it didn't feel like home. I've had 2 jobs. No. I'm trying to think what felt like home. I had a restaurant. No, I take it back. 3 jobs. 2 restaurant jobs, Ruth Chris Steakhouse, another one called Paracones, and then I think that's also too because the people I was around, I didn't really feel super judged by anyone, and we all kind of worked together as a team. Those were like kindred spirits, right? Heartfelt connections, that's that. And then I will say I worked at a hospital back home when I was rehired there, and the floor that I was on was so fucking amazing. Those nurses were like the nicest people ever. And child life is a field that like people will look at child life people and they'll be like, oh, those are play people. Like we bring toys to kids and they're like, oh, can you bring a mobile for the baby? And I'm like, I'm much more than that, but you know what? I'll take it. Like, I don't care. I will gladly bring that mobile, and I will use that as an opportunity for education. Because you say, yes, I will bring that mobile, because it provides visual stimulation, and it helps promote visual tracking when the patient needs to look, and upper, trunk control and, mobility. You use it as a teaching moment, which I know it sounds silly, but like that's what I did. Anyways, but those people felt like good souls for the most part. And yeah, so find whoever brings you joy and comfort, and also too who makes you stronger, because that's another thing too. People, real friendships, they support you, not when things are going right all the time, but when things are not going right as well. Like, real friends don't just, like, stay by your side, like, when things are hunky-dory and, like, happy and perfect. They also, like, they stay by your side when things, and they don't gaslight you either. Oh my gosh, how many people have gaslit me? It's so horrible. Gaslighting is when someone makes you doubt your perception or experience. It's basically like when someone's like, they make you question whether or not something happened a certain way, or if it happened at all, and then you're left dumbfounded, and you're like, but it did happen, I'm pretty sure. And they'll be like, oh no, but you only thought it did, but you don't really know. And you're like, and then the sucky part is that since they're your friend, you trust their judgment, so like when they negate it, it's like, and then imagine if you're trying to date someone, right? This legit has happened to me. And this has happened with people who I really like. I was like, okay, they seem like good people that I want to get to know. And, yeah, and it was shitty. It's really shitty. Because you not put someone on a pedestal, but after a first impression with someone, you start to get these ideas about someone, and you're like, oh, they're really good, that would be a perfect person to date, I can so see myself like long term with them. And then they do something like gaslight you about like a negative experience, and you're like, oh shit. Because a partner right? When you think about a partner, if we're going to talk about dating and romance, because it does kind of give me that vibe, together. And it says heartfelt connection or something, kindred, may endure heartfelt connections. It does make me like think of that, and it's like your partner out of all people. You never want, if someone ever gaslights you, whether it's like a best friend, a parent, or a lover, then like they're not the one for you, because a real friend, a real partner, a real lover would never ever ever negate or doubt your experience, ever. 100%. And the ones that do that, they're either hurting inside or, I don't know, because some people do that for the sake of self-preservation. Their ego won't let them accept the narrative that you wish to impart to them. Or it has to do with accountability. Or the need to be right, the need to be, right about a situation. Or the need for control. That's a very narcissistic thing. When someone skews your perception of a situation, it's usually because there's this base need for control. Because if they are able to get into your psyche, switch your perception about something, then they essentially have control of your mind, right? It's almost like when people do reverse psychology, it's that kind of thing. And those are master manipulators. Those are the narcissists and the pathological liars. And they're really good. And that's another thing. Intuitive. Oh, I have a message. Download. There's a character. I never saw this movie, but I feel inclined to look it up right now because I feel like this is a message for somebody. American Psycho. Christian Bale. I don't know what the premise of this movie is, but in New York City in 1987, a handsome young urban professional, Patrick Bateman, that's scary, lives a second life as a gruesome serial killer by night. The cast is filled by the detective William Dafoe, the fiancée Reese Witherspoon, the mistress, the co-worker, and the secretary. Oh, that's creepy. Ah! Bro, I did not know. That's what this is about. I thought it was about Wall Street. Bro, I thought this movie was about Wall Street. Hey, maybe there's maybe, I don't know. Intuitive download. Maybe there's the Wolf of Wall Street. There's like a crooked psycho person involved in some money scams or schemes who kills people to cover it up. Scandalous. I'm not a detective, but like interesting stuff that comes out of a psychic reading. And this is supposed to be more like general collective reading, but I felt inclined to do it just because. But I did think of American Psycho. I've never seen it. I just know what's the other movie? Eyes Wide Shut. That's a Stanley Kubrick movie. Isn't that about like a cult or something where they wear the little robes over their head and the little masks and the naked ladies with the titties walking? Yee. Maybe a cult is relevant. Anyway, I'm not supposed to. I don't do those reads. I don't do that. That's not my thing. I'm gonna just stop right there. That's not my thing. I don't do psychic investigation readings. But maybe that's relevant for someone. I hope not. But just be careful who your partners are or who you date, because someone could be living a double life. I don't know. Just be mindful, because I don't know why that movie is relevant. I will say, so Christian Bale is the guy who plays the main guy, right, of this role. So maybe the person could be Christian. they could pretend to be Christian, but maybe they're like another religion, or they, or they're psychotic, or and they're like, but it did make me think, honestly, it did make me think of Wolf of Wall Street, because I didn't know that the movie was about that. I thought it was about some like business guy who was into financial stuff, and maybe there's a guy doing like scammy stuff, or like money fraud stuff. I don't know. I'm not really good at like money. Like I don't really know what the proper terminology is, because I'm not into all that. Again, it's energy. So it's like, how do I explain this? Like Teresa Caputo, she's able to talk to people that have passed on, or she gets connections. She gets what's the word? Is it connections? Intuition or messages from the beyond or whatever. For me, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's mediumship, so it's different. So it's like the messages come, and then I may not know what it is, but the spirit people, that realm knows what it is. So it's like relaying that message outwardly. It's like I may not know, but whatever knows. So take what you will from that. So maybe someone is psychotic, or American Psycho. Maybe an American is or just be careful of your connections, because someone could be leading a double life. And they could maybe they pretend they're Christian, or like a devoted Christian, but they're like not. I don't know. I don't know. Yo no sé qué. Wall Street was relevant, because that's what I thought, Wolf of Wall Street, because that was Jordan Belfort. So he was doing, I don't know if he was scamming people. I know he was making a lot of money, and he did a lot of drugs. Right? I think. But he kind of turned a new leaf. I don't know how or why, but I think now I don't know if he did prison time. I don't know what the rest of the movie was like. But something to that thing. I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying, let me go over here. I can't believe tomorrow's Monday. Good Lord, the weekend went by fast. Next cards say, awake divine memory. Awake, may you wake up to the beauty. I don't really know. I think divine awakening, that's really what I got from this. Divine awakening. Spiritual awakening. May you wake up to the beauty. Divine awakening. That's really just what I got. Spiritual awakening. Awakening to your own divinity. And what does that mean? That's like, to me, when you say divinity, your own divine power, like you say the goddess within, the god within. Because gods are very, right, when you think of like gods, I think of Hercules, I think of Zeus. Those are all Greek gods, goddesses. Who are the Greek, Athena. Is Aphrodite one of those? Athena, Aphrodite. Oh my god, what's the name of these people? Hera? Is Hera one of the names? I don't even know. I should know this. I feel like this should be something that I should know. Because Greek mythology, I studied sociology as my undergrad, and then my, with this kind of a track in anthropology. But I never like to just assert something unless I go by the fact. So maybe you're Greek. I don't know. Maybe you have Greek descent, or the country of Greece is relevant for someone. Let's see who these people are. I'm curious. Greek gods and goddesses. Images. Greek lore. Hera. Isn't Archimedes, or is that, Hades? Hermes, Poseidon. Who am I? Ares. Here we go. Aphrodite, Athena, Demeter. I do know my Greek gods and goddesses. I thought I didn't know them. I was like, I do know some, but why is the name Archimedes? What is Archimedes? Is he a Greek philosopher? Oh, Greek mathematician and physicist. Maybe you're into... Oh, he's from Syracuse in Sicily. Maybe you are Sicilian. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to move to Italy or go to Sicily. Archimedes was one of the greatest mathematicians of ancient Syracuse. Huh. I don't know why this is relevant. I don't. Maybe because I was getting, you know what? I was getting confused with the name Ares and Archimedes. But maybe Grecian lore is like important to you, or maybe you need to look into Greek philosophy or mythology. Oh, maybe, you know, maybe the story of Hercules, right? Is Hercules a fable? Or in Hercules is famous for his strength and for his numerous far-ranging adventures. His superhuman strength, he's the son of Zeus and the mortal Alcmene. He ascended to godhood on Mount Olympus. Or was a demigod. Son of Zeus and blah, 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 blah. Whatever lady that is. In Harry Potter world, she'd be called a muggle because she was a mortal. Hera, furious at Zeus's infidelity, sent serpents. Oh, shit. Wait, why is Hera involved in this? Who is this? Who's that? Hera, furious at Zeus's infidelity, sent serpents to kill baby Hercules in his cradle, but the infant effortlessly strangled them. After Hera drove him to a fit of madness, where he killed his wife and children, Hercules was sentenced to serve King... Oh, God. Oh, Lord, this is a very scary story. Oh my God, I did not realize. So, oh my God, so Hades, I didn't realize Hades is Hercules' uncle. A young demigod trying to go the distance and defeat his uncle, his evil uncle Hades. Wow. Hercules exists as an Olympian god and a frequent member of the Avengers. No way. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Hades was the villain. Oh shit. But he was a true, in the movie at least, they depicted him as a true hero because he, like, because Hades was, like, kept Meg enslaved or whatever, right? I don't know why. She was, like, indebted to him or whatever, and he enslaved her. And then she fell in love with, she called him Wonder Boy, right? And then he actually loved her, like, fell in love with her. And then something happens to her, I forgot, but then he, like, he drops, like, into the little pool of, like, dead souls or whatever, or she basically almost dies. I think she did die or something, and then she gets dropped in the thing, and then he goes into the cesspool of all the souls and goes to save her. It's pretty heroic, and then he becomes a demigod, kind of like Moana. Moana becomes a demigod, and yes, I realize these are fictitious stories, but I don't give a fuck, because they make me happy. And if stories can inspire someone, then I think that's a good thing. I think we need a lot more stories. Even if it seems like it's not possible, I think if stories can inspire hope within people, then that's a good thing. We live in a world, you know, our world is so, like, you know, horns honking, people rushing to get to work, people cutting people in line at the grocery store, people trying to get ahead, you know, of other people. And, I don't know, like, having stories of heroism and true love and all that stuff, it may seem far-fetched, but I don't think, my thing is like, I think storytellers, songwriters wouldn't write about that stuff if it wasn't true to some extent, right? That's just my opinion. Back of the deck says change. May you bless the turning of the leaves. Because leaves fall, right? During the fall. And then they change color, so. So maybe change is, isn't there a song, I think it's by Sam Cooke, Change is Gonna Come, or Bob Dylan. If you don't know that song, Bob Dylan, I forgot who I learned about Bob Dylan from. He's a folk artist. I know Timothée Chalamet did a biopic of him recently. I didn't see it, but I always commend actors who, like, attempt to do a reenactment of a certain, you know, key figure in history or in life or whatever. But Bob Dylan, I think he was like a revolutionary person during the 1960s. I think during the civil rights movement. Don't quote me on that. Let's check it out, because every time I reference something, it must be something important for somebody. Oh, interesting. He did folk music? Oh, wait, no. Oh, he did political acoustic songs. He was known for, like, political songs. Interesting. His lyrics incorporated political, social, and philosophical influences, defying pop music conventions and appealing to the burgeoning counterculture. That's brave. It's very brave to do that, to make a social commentary or political commentary using art, because then you run the risk of getting backlash and scrutinized for that. Is he still alive? Wait, is he alive? Oh my god, he's still alive! Is he? No. Yes! Oh my god. He's still alive. No, that's a song. The times they are changing. What, baby? I don't know what she's doing. Oh, the times they are changing. Where is, I'm just scrolling through. Oh, look, he met the Obamas at the White House, 2010, after a performance celebrating music from the civil rights movement. He performed at the Super Bowl. I know this is kind of going off a tangent from a reading and whatnot. Oh, he did. He dated a lot of people. He was Jewish, or he was Jewish. He is Jewish. I'm not saying he was. Wait, legacy. Is he still, I'm so confused. Oh my god, he's still performing. That's pretty freaking cool. What, baby? What do you want, baby? We need to go to bed soon. Anyways. Oh, the times they are. He has an Instagram? The fuck? Bob Dylan? I bet he has, like, a shit ton of people. Holy shit, he has 1.2 million followers. Good for him. He's 85 and he has an Instagram. He probably knows how to use Instagram a lot more than I do. Anyways, so change. The times are changing. Change is gonna come. I think Sam Cooke sang that song. I do want to get a few more, though. This was definitely not a quick read. Rest. It's so funny because as I was scrolling through the deck, when I, like, kind of cut through it, it says, may you find moments of serenity. By the boardwalk. This is the song that comes to mind right now. Out by the sun, in the boardwalk. Who sings that song? We'll be having some fun by the boardwalk. I wonder what that's by the boardwalk. Not by the boardwalk, under the boardwalk. Oh my god. I'm so stupid, bro. I wonder why they said this. Under the boardwalk, out by the sun, in the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. I wonder, what that was about. Like, who... is the classic that captures the romantic nostalgia of summertime love. Under the board. I put by the boardwalk. Maybe you need to go to the boardwalk or near a boardwalk. I do wish I can. If I'm being dead ass honest, I wish I can go to. I would love to be right here, right smack dab right here, with my legs hanging off the thing, looking at the sunset, with like, I don't know, like a really good ice cream cone. Like from an old ice cream parlor, like a 1950s kind of diner kind of thing, and sitting with Bonnie looking at the sunset. I don't know where I can do that, but that's what I want to do. Maybe someone needs to go somewhere where there's a boardwalk, and you'll find peace and serenity. I think there's boats in the background, or maybe like take a ride on a boat, or go on a boat ride. May you find moments of serenity. I still want to know what under the boardwalk story. Under the boardwalk, has some boardwalk. Hold on. What, baby? Ooh, Under the Boardwalk is a classic summer anthem about escaping the heat to share a romantic private tryst with a lover. Oh god, the song's recording session is famously tragic. Just the night before, lead singer Rudy Lewis died suddenly. Johnny Moore quickly stepped in to sing lead, resulting in a... That's sad. It was built to feel like an escape, evoking a beach setting with its guiro and triangle rhythms, mimicking the creak of wooden boardwalk planks. Interesting. Oh God. Died of a suspected heroin overdose. Sweet Jesus. That's so scary. Holy shit. What, Bibber? Why are you crying, Bibber? No. Stop going by the door, Bibber. Stop. Can you sit here, please? Good Lord. Ugh. She keeps walking towards the door, and I'm like, no. Stop. No. It's okay. We'll be okay. Okay? As I was saying, so maybe go to a boardwalk, go somewhere that's near the beach. There are a lot of, I've been wanting to go to the beach. It's so funny, literally, like, as I say that, so when I made my calendar for, I don't know when this was, like a few days ago, because I always do this for every month, I have a dry erase calendar. Yes, I am very teacher-like. I have a thing that says June thing, but it literally, I made an umbrella, that's my umbrella, and a bucket, and the sun! And I made a flower, because I thought the flower was really cute. So I'm very proud of it. And I know you can't see the 2026 part, but where is she? Bonnie, what are you doing? ¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Anyways, so maybe go to the beach. I know in Chicago they have a beach, but it's not the same, you know? It's just not the same as, like, going to, like, a beach town. Like, I had the luxury of being, when I had money, going to a beach town in New Jersey called Cape May, New Jersey, and it was legit, like, because I will go places by myself. I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to wait around for somebody to go, which reminds me, I told myself I was going to go to the movies in the park here in Chicago. They do this thing called, like, movies at the park, or movies under the stars, or whatever. And, did you put, don't throw the pill on the floor, please, Bibber. So anyways, yes, so I went to Cape May, New Jersey when I needed to get away from being in Philadelphia for some time, and I took like a day trip, or a 2 or 3 day trip to New Jersey, and it was very enjoyable. Bonnie, stop! Por favor, come over here. This is, okay, so this is why the studio apartment is like, okay, come here, Bibber, please. Bonnie, come here. Basta. Stop. Stay still, please. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, maybe a beach is relevant. You know, go somewhere that has a boardwalk or a pier. I don't like those. There's too many cards. Clarify your cards. Okay, here we go. Oh, bro. Beach. It is beach season. It is summertime. It says grounded. May the earth sustain you. Beach. If, bro, there's a card in here that also, I would like, that would be crazy if, like, because look, that's a beach. That's the sand on the beach. Sandy. Reminds me of Greece. Sandy. Isn't there a song called Sandy that Johnny, what the hell is, oh my god, not Johnny, oh my god, Danny Zuko, god damn it. I said Johnny Zuko. I put John Travolta's name. Oh my god, I put John Travolta's name with the name of his character. That's funny. Did you do pee-pee? Okay, let's keep going. I need another card. I swear to god, if a beach thing... Bro, back of the deck. The beach is very heavy, very relevant right now. Water. Beach. I don't know. That's for somebody. The water is relevant. Waves, ocean. Moana! I know the Moana movie. They did a live-action Moana movie recently, which I would love to see. But stillness. That is water again. There is water there. Under the boardwalk, out by the sun. Boardwalk artistry. Gather more water. Inspired waterfall. Don't go chasing waterfalls. May your wishes be granted. Makes me think of the movie Wish. I love that movie. I want to watch the movie, but I don't have Disney Plus. That's a lot. Choices, change, charm. Okay, I feel like this is... I think we got all the messages that we need. Offering. Pennies from heaven. Coins. Copper. Silver. Gold. That came out again. Resonance. May you tune into nature's song. Maybe nature is really important. Bro, that's 3 cards, because this was on the back of the deck. Definitely water vibes. Very heavy water vibe. Maybe you're a water sign. I think the water signs don't... Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those are the water signs. Bibber, what are you doing, Bibber? Out by the sun in the boardwalk. We'll be having some fun under the boardwalk. That's relevant. Water is very transformative. It's very, Bonnie, stop. Stop. I'm not mad at you. She was gonna lick the water from the toilet. Why are you being like a toddler today? Is it because you got your nails cut? And you weren't happy about that? Your little tail sticking up in the air. Why? Under the boardwalk. Any other messages? May you let the answer come to you, like an answer key. Maybe the answer to what you're looking for lies in somewhere near a body of water. And you'll have a heartfelt connection. May your heart guide you. Maybe you'll have a heartfelt connection. A summer romance by the beach. I don't know. That's what. May your heart guide you. Maybe you'll have a lot of luck. Key answers through a connection by a body of water. I don't know. I'm just reading what it says. That's what it says. But you'll get rest and peace and serenity if you, Hawaii has water. What, baby? Why are you crying, baby? I don't know why she's crying. Oh, God, this. Why? Under the boardwalk. And the other messages. Glow together. Again, summer romance. Summer lovin'. What's that song from Greece? Having a blast. Summer lovin'. I didn't think I'd be able to sing better than that, but maybe you will glow a bit more if you're together with somebody, because that's what, I mean, it says heartfelt connection. It has the little 4-leaf clovers. Heartfelt connection. Bonnie, yeah. Bonnie, stop, come here. Oh, you know why? We went to the vet today. We went to the vet, and she hasn't been outside, like, ever, really, that much. Like, since we've been here. I don't really take her for a walk, which, shame on me. I just get nervous about leaving the building. Like, just, because when you get so betrayed, you want to just, like, curl up into a ball and then hide in a shell and never talk to anyone. Ever again. Bonnie Bailey, come here, please. I need to pick up her poop, because she pooped. But yes, whoever this is, beach season, you'll find peace, serenity by the ocean. The answer key, the answer lies in a heartfelt connection. Where you can connect with nature. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Oh my God, ocean. Again. And this is miracle. Embrace miracle. Miracle. Look, embrace. May you accept what comes. Ocean. Waves. So whoever you are, wherever you live, maybe you live by a body of water, maybe you live near the ocean. Isn't there a song by DNC, Cake by the Ocean? Talk to me, baby. That's a good song. I remember when that song first came out, and Joe Jonas was like, one of the Joe Bros. I was a Joe Jonas fan, a big Jonas Brothers fan. Because I had a friend in college. When I did one semester, I went to an art school, the same place I went to high school for. I did one semester of that same school, and she was obsessed with Jonas Brothers, and I'm talking year 3000, from Camp Rock, all that stuff. And then I think I really got into the Jonas Brothers, their music. They're nice as people, but there was a song called Love Bug. Oh my God. I don't know what it was about that song, but I was obsessed with, I think it was just so cute. I watched the music video over and over again. It was just happy music, and I was like, I would love for someone to write a love song, towards me. That would be really cute. I don't think that will ever happen, but I don't know. So anyways, maybe that's relevant for you, right? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think that? Now I'm speechless, over the edge, I'm just breathless. I never thought that I could love bug again. They're really talented too, the Jonas Brothers. Like I think Nick Jonas was in Les Miserables as like a kid. And there's another one, a younger Jonas brother. And then the other Jonas brother married the hairstylist girl. And then, yeah. I don't know, they're cool people. I don't know them at all, but any Hoosers, ocean, water again, sandy beaches. So if that's not enough of a message for you, whoever you are, I mean, I don't want to say salty beaches though. Be careful, because salty beaches, you never know. Salt water. When I think of the word salt now, unfortunately, my traumatized brain thinks of salt. Not sodium chloride salt, but I think potassium cyanide. I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to taint a reading with that, but I just get nervous when I think salt, because sometimes people can make like bad chemicals using salt. So I just get nervous about that. But anyways, maybe you live near the beach, maybe you need to take a vacation near a body of water, or maybe a soulful connection, romantic or platonic, lives near a body of water or by a boardwalk. Because it says heartfelt, an answer, so. What, baby? Now I'm speechless, under the edge, just breathless. I never thought that I'd catch this love bug. And if you haven't heard that song, it's a good song. And Cake by the Ocean is maybe there's a bake shop. Maybe there's a bake shop, a cake shop, bake shop. There's actually a really good, it's called the Cake Bake Shop. In Carmel, Indiana, and in Orlando. If you have not been there, I have yet to go there. That's a bucket list thing. Hopefully I live through this targeting crap so I can live long enough to go to the bake shop. But I don't know, because, you know, as fate has it, some people are crazy. You know. I will say there was a card that came out that said, memory, may you hold the past lightly, and what came out says, may gratitude lift you up, so have an attitude of gratitude. And surrender, may you release the old. So let go of what no longer serves you and hold the past lightly. Easier said than done, right? Especially if you've gone through a lot of hurt and pain like I have. It's not that easy to just be like, oh, deuces, it's fine. Betrayal? Totally fine. So. Oh, look, again, the togetherness card. May you stay connected or be connected. Sensational sensuality. So there's definitely may you enjoy heartfelt connections. Oh, there's definitely something. Definitely something. A connection by the ocean. Cake by the ocean. A kindred spirit, a heartfelt connection by a body of water. Or maybe reconnect with nature. Maybe go surfing. Do an activity involving water to get go like Moana style. Disobey your father and go towards the ocean. That's because essentially that's what Moana did. She learned about her ancestry and she became a wayfinder. And if you don't know the movie, then you obviously are not cultured. Because basically, well, not really, but she, the music is really good in that movie. I love the music. But she basically decides to follow her heart, and she wanted to know about her ancestry, and she wants to restore the heart of Te Fiti, and blah blah blah. And then she needed to, her grandmother, the crazy town lady was like, you know, I need you to, she says, go restore the heart of Te Fiti. What is the I am Moana Motunui? You shall board my boat and restore the heart of Te Fiti, or something like that. And her grandmother was the one that said, you need to do this because it's like the calling, because she always knew that she had like a calling for something. So maybe the same applies to you. I don't know. What do you think, River? Okay, Bonnie, can you stop sitting by the door, River? Bonnie, come here. My dog. Okay. Bonnie. Bonnie. Stop. Go over here, please. Thank you. No, go over there. So, but anyways, so she, without her father's approval, because father of Moana in the movie was he had a bad experience going abroad or going in the ocean or whatever, so he didn't want his daughter to have the same experience, so he like sheltered her and said, no, I want you to stay on the island, and I want you to become the next leader of our people. And then she's like, no, the ocean calls me, and then as a line in the side of the sea, it calls me, na na na, you know, that whole song. And then she goes and she gets the boat, or she gets the little dinghy thing with the wood, and she learns that they were wayfinders or voyagers, and then she goes forth. And I don't remember if she goes without, I don't know if she goes, does she go without her father's approval? I know her grandmother approved it, but I don't think the father approved it. I don't remember. Anyways, she does that, and then she gets on her little boat, and then she almost like gives up, and then she's like, no, I'm not going to give up. And then she finds Maui, and then Maui helps her restore the heart to the crazy fire-breathing volcano lady with weird hair coming out from her head. And then they, it's a good allegory, I think, for life, because what happened was Te Kā, who was the goddess or god Te Kā, was actually Te Fiti, but because someone broke her heart or stole her heart, or Maui took her heart, she became Te Kā, and she became angry and bitter and like mean and like, argh. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the movie, but maybe that's important or relevant for you. But Moana was very brave because she knew in her heart what she needed to do. So, yeah. She's like, I am Moana Motunui. I am blah blah blah. You shall board my boat, sail across the sea, and restore the heart of Te Fiti with me. And then the guy Maui was like, no, I don't want to do that. Because he was like arrogant and prideful. And then he finally acquiesces. And he helps her. Oh. And they journey forth to do this. So, maybe you have to take a journey, maybe to a distant land, or take a journey altogether to somewhere with water and ocean. Or cross the ocean, I don't know. That's what this is saying to me now. Oh, and then wherever this thing is, wherever this oceany vibes of whatever, you know, tropical paradise, what have you, because there's sand, water, piers, once you get there, there will be a partnership, or people, I guess you can say, that are kindred souls or spirits or something. Or maybe just spend some time outdoors. That could also be something. Go outside and spend time in nature. But I do get the vibes of someone important, a heartfelt connection that is very, like, I don't want to say lustful, but like, every time this card comes out, I swear to God, every time this card comes out, because this came out in the other reading I did, it makes me think of, like, can I say this on here? I could say this right on YouTube. I said this before and I was kind of nervous to say it. So sensational reminds me of sensuality, being sensual. This is PG-13. I would say, not say rated R, but like, so there's a toy in the pleasure world that looks like this for women, that looks like a flower thing. If you know what I'm talking about, then whatever. But anyways, so that's this, and it came out like this: together, sensational, kindred. So there's some loving by the ocean, and I don't know if this relates to me. It could relate to you, because I am not by the ocean. I am in a very industrial city landscape, very concrete jungle, similar to what New York is like, and yeah. So whoever you are, you know, the universe is urging you to, not say jump ship, but to follow your heart. More water. Stay inspired. Stillness. There's a very much water themed. Clear waters. Maybe Clearwater, Florida is relevant. Radiant, may you shine brightly. Clarity, may you bathe in the light. Water on a leaf. Divine. So, yeah. Any other things I want to pull out? That sounded dirty. I promise I'm not a super dirty person. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not a dirty person. I just, I'm not. I try not to be. Especially out in public. I want to be a role model for people. I don't know why that says higher education. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know if I want to. She's holding a diploma. And usually you receive a diploma when you graduate somewhere. Right? Because she's literally holding a diploma. So maybe there's an educational opportunity somewhere. Child. Somewhere you can work with children. Maybe you have a childlike spirit. She's playing music, like playing guitar, so higher education, maybe something with music, study progress. Practice makes perfect kind of thing. Heaven is watching over you. Has marriage on the bottom of the deck. Faith. Speak your truth. Bottom of the deck says marriage and commitment, confidence, retreat. See, look, retreat. Maybe retreat somewhere near a body of water and get rest. Look, retreat and sleep. Go figure. I don't know. Animals. And remain hopeful and optimistic. So that's Spiritual Sunday reading number 2. Because technically the one that I did before, I did during the week. So this one was, whatchamacallit, this is more Spiritual Sunday, if anything. So, yeah.